Nominee for Secretary of State David Whitley's confirmation vote is now moving to the Texas Senate floor, but a controversy over a voting investigation could hurt his chances of taking that post. Our John Dapkovich got an in-depth look with Alana Rocha of the Texas Tribune.
So let's start with the news of the day, and this is the Secretary of State nominee David Whitley. He made it out of his committee vote, and it was close 4-3 as expected, but now he's got to go to a full Senate vote, and there is some question about whether he is going to actually make it through that. What are his chances, do you think, of being confirmed as the Secretary of State?
Well, he needs 2/3 support, which there's 31 members. If you do some math, that's about 21 members. So he needs at least 2 Democrats, 19 Republicans, and then remaining Democrats. He needs at least 2 Democrats to get to that 2/3 threshold, but it's 2/3 of those who were on the floor at the time of the vote. So if all Democrats are not on the floor, then it's just Republicans.
Shenanigans.
Well, I don't know, but I mean it is of those who are present, so that's one way he could get through. He's also still been meeting with Democrats one-on-one, trying to sway them to his side.
But as of right now, there are 12 Democrats that do not support him. So he would, if everybody were to vote, he would not have the votes to be confirmed.
Correct.
So what happens then if he doesn't get confirmed? He was nominated by Greg Abbott.
Yeah.
Does Greg Abbott start to back off his support for him at this point?
I don't know. Right now, if he doesn't get confirmed, he has to leave the Secretary of State's office immediately. Before it was if he didn't get out of committee or didn't get a vote, then the session ended. He'd still have to leave Secretary of State, but he could stay on through the end of session. If he's flat out not confirmed, then he would have to leave immediately. As far as Abbott's support, last we heard through a spokesman, he has 100% confidence in Whitley. This is a longtime Abbott guy, with him when Abbott was Attorney General, so he's not wavering at this moment.
And so all of this surrounds this idea of this list of 90-some thousand voters here in Texas, registered voters, that the Secretary of State's office, his office, put out saying these people might not actually be citizens of the United States. Turns out thousands of them were cleared, and it became a big controversy. And there was recently now a federal judge that ruled on this, and the ruling was really something else, what the judge said.
It halts everything, basically. He called it a ham-handed, I think, process, and that there is not widespread voter fraud. And just told all local elections officials, hey, don't purge anybody, don't even contact these voters, because of course contacting them starts a 30-day window that if that person doesn't get back with them proving they're a citizen, they could be purged from the rolls. But everything is on hold as of Wednesday.
When we have the idea of a Republican governor here in Texas maybe not being able to get his nominee through the legislature, which a year ago would be unthinkable, that's what we're looking at now. But how much do you think that voter roll issue is driving what's going on right now in the Capitol?
It's the 100%, I think, driver. I mean, like I said, this is a longtime Abbott guy, not really maybe on people's radar, but this issue has definitely put him out there and on the radar. He's a subject and the defendant in 3 separate lawsuits as a result of this botched process. So I think absent of this review that was rolled out in late January, he would have sailed through the confirmation process.
So based on what you guys have been reporting, what you've learned, where do we think this happens? When does this happen next? When do we have a vote?
I don't think we know as of this moment. And I haven't seen the final kind of tally out of that meeting, not tally, but kind of report. So I don't think that there's a date yet. But yeah, we're not sure. Our Emma Platoff and Alexa Ura have been all over this since day one, and they'll continue to do so.
All right, Alana Rocha, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.